Hey fellow gamers, thanks for joining me. I am playing Transistor, here to just kind of give my thoughts and impressions on what I've played so far. This is the new game from Supergiant Games, the creators of Bastion. And as you can tell, it's definitely got the same narrator here from Bastion, although this plays a different role for sure. The narrator in this one, not quite the same.
Here we go.
And overall, it's a pretty different game from Bastion, I would say. I like Bastion a lot. I'm going to try to not compare it to Bastion too much, but I'll just briefly say this game is more tactical, and I think that's the main difference. I wasn't really expecting that. So combat here, you can see I, in that encounter, just used my main attack, which is the A button. Kind of slam this big sword. Pretty slow attack.
She wants to come along. We can use
And
her.
here I'm just getting a new power. So, Spark, you kind of see these, I don't know if they're dead bodies or what they are, but you kind of see these bodies throughout, and each time you encounter one, it'll generally give you another ability. So now I've got 3 on the A, B, and X buttons. I'm playing the PC version, by the way, using my Xbox 360 controller. It's also out on the PS4. Which climate is more to your liking? Warm, clear, light breeze, please.
Warm and clear, second place.
Ah, so much for that. So, I don't know what that was all about, but kind of, yeah, the story is, oh, okay, apparently made a lot of bad guys. Maybe I made the wrong choice. So, okay, I pushed RT here to stop time. I'm lining up my B attack, which is Breach, and then I use Crash. So, now I push RT again to execute this plan. And see if I can do anything else here. Yeah, basically, there's a lot of data here that you're seeing up at the top. You can kind of see a timeline. Oh, that didn't go well. The breach hardly got anything. Oh well. I always forget that it has to recharge too. After you stop time like that, your attacks have to recharge, so you can't do anything. So I constantly am forgetting that. But yeah, that mechanic of stopping time is key, and I was not using it nearly enough when I first played this. Ah, a little terminal here. I don't think I saw this one the first time through the game. More little story bits kind of hidden throughout. Kind of event, space is limited, please reply. I think you're going to want to reschedule. Huh. Okay, not sure what that was all about. So, yeah, using my kind of big slam attack here. There's all these pillars, and you can use them a lot as cover, actually, those pillar type things. And that can be helpful when you're trying to hide from enemies and recharge a little bit. Break point. Okay, oh, locked. Yeah. So, I have to go look at this poster here.
I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. Well, we took something of theirs. Hey, let's just go. Come on, just go.
So, beautiful soundtrack.
Young lady here to see you.
Loving it so far, and I just can't wait to see what else the game brings with that. Okay, so I've stopped time here, and I'm using a couple attacks, and kind of missed. Okay. Oh, Shadow is firing at me.
She trying to trick us?
Taking some damage here. So yeah, right now I don't have any kind of dash ability, and I'm just kind of you know, I'm an easy target for sure. Oh, shoot, I didn't get to those guys in time, and now they turn black, and now they're bad. Ooh, that was a nice one. Yeah, I see, like, I'm trying to move around a little bit, get out of the guy's fire, but there's, I don't think there's any way I can do that without the dash. Just kind of, she walks slow, the attacks are slow, and that's one of the reasons that freezing time mechanic is really key. But yeah, back to the soundtrack. So this young lady is a singer of some sort, and she was in a performance, I think. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much in the story again, but you know, that's one of the reasons I'm super excited to hear what comes with the soundtrack. Cause she just got a gorgeous voice, as you heard, and yeah, it should be cool. So that was kind of a mini puzzle I actually had to use to stop time mechanic. I don't know. There's probably a name for that, but I'll keep calling it stop time mechanic. Excuse me. So now I got my jaunt ability, which is like a dash, and yeah, that's super helpful.
Oh, no. Cut off our escape.
Big bad guy here.
Come on then, tough guy.
He looks angry. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped time so soon. But anyway, try a couple backstabs. Oh yeah, the dash. I gotta use that. Alright, so I'm lining one up there, and then I'm gonna try to... That was a backstab, and now... Oh, I can't really see that bottom guy. I can't see if I'm hitting him or not. There's gotta be a way. I think I gotta cancel, try to get a better view. Oh yeah. Yep, left trigger there is what I did to cancel the previous attack, and okay, now I can move back and get a better view here. So, backstab, and line up breach, I think it's called. There we go. Did some damage. Oh shoot, I forgot about the cooldown again. Oh man, this is not good. Alright, see what we can do here. Crash breach. Ooh, nice explosion there in slow motion. Ooh, but I'm hurting. So I leveled up here, level 2, and that means I get a new function. So my understanding is that you can use these functions as like new abilities, new attacks, whatever, but then also as, I guess you would call them modifiers. So I got this new bounce. This is a chain reactive, deflecting, and yeah, you can see some active slot and upgrade slot effect written there. So yeah, active slot would be the main attack. So I got to figure out what I want to do with this. Choose a function to upgrade. So I am thinking about adding it to my dash. My I guess it's jaunt. Yep, that's what I did, and now. What does that do? Add a chain reactive effect to most functions. Okay, I see that, but let me just see. Yeah, so breach will chain to multiple nearby targets if I add it to that. Spark will ricochet from its point of view. Yeah, so on this one, it gives me a faster cooldown, which I think is pretty useful. Jaunt is useful, it's a dash. So I think I'll stick with it there, but yeah, so you can see I could have added it to any of those. Good. And yeah, I think this is the last thing I'll show you. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to this game, playing more of this game. And ooh, big guy. Yeah, I think I'll stop it here. But liking the game so far, and Soundtrack's awesome. The look of it is awesome. The combat, I've got some work to do. I do not claim to be good at this game. I think I've got a lot of learning to do with the tactical stuff and how to really get good at that. But yeah, so far so good, and I'm sure I'll be playing more and I'll be liking it. Thanks for joining me. Happy gaming.